Hello! What the fuck's going on?
How are you?
How are you all keeping?
Tom and Mahony here.
Gerry McBride.
Checking in. This is
episode 3 of season 2.
Season 2.
Of the Tom and Gerry Show.
Tom and Gerry. What was the way you put it the last time from when you go illegally?
Oh yeah, SO2 EO3. Yeah.
That's us.
Shark is well and truly fucking jumped at this stage.
I think I'm yeah. I think I'm excited about these new batteries, Gerry.
We got new batteries in the podcast machine.
Wow, we're so technical.
Oh man.
They're Daewoo batteries. Is it Daewoo? I worked with...
It's Daewoo.
I know. I always thought it was Daewoo, but I mean, it was lads that I went to school with. You know these lads that are like, they're 28 even when they're 13. You know these lads, like... And the three brothers all came from a family that had diggers.
Right, yeah, because that's Daewoo's...
But these lads were the epitome of cultures. Like,
you know what they call it.
Oh, but it was Daewoo.
Daewoo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like,
and Mitsubishi was called Mitsubishi.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Whatever about Peugeot, which there is a bone of contention. It's absolutely fucking Daewoo, and anything to the contrary is stupidity.
But then you have Daewoo's biggest competitors are Hyundai. But we would call it Hyundai. Yeah, which I think is...
It's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the Japanese brother of Hyundai.
Yeah. These batteries, I gotta tell you, the Daewoo batteries, Tom gave me a text when I was on the way out, and he says, will you swing round and pick up batteries? Do you better than that, Tom? I'll take you a 50-pack of Daewoo batteries.
Where did you get them in the Euro shop, or did you get them in Aldi?
No, I got them in Smith's Toys.
Okay, alright, yeah.
There's, it was
but fair play to you for getting... Actually, even the fact that they do have Daewoo on them, like, the fact that they actually have something...
No, I'm telling you, I got them in Home Store and More.
Okay.
Beg your pardon, yeah, sorry, I get that mixed up.
Well, I don't actually see the battery meter going down just yet. Yeah, no, we're still on the 3 bars. So
that's okay, because I got like 50 batteries for a tenner, this is insane.
If our voices start getting really slow, you'll understand that McBride's batteries are to blame.
But I'll tell you one thing for Daewoo, they don't miss a trick.
No, Jesus Christ, there is nothing they won't give a go at making.
I remember, honest to God, the first video player, and first and indeed only video player we had at the house was a Daewoo.
Was it?
It was a Daewoo video
They
recorder.
Actually had... Oh, yeah. I knew they made tellies, and they make diggers and cranes.
And batteries.
And batteries.
And low-level electronics.
But that's kind of a thing that Asian crowds go for, like Hyundai, Mitsubishi, they'll all give it a go.
But yeah, I mean, you just can't put all your money in the digger market, Tom.
But and then Tata, you know Tata?
I don't. Sorry, I'm taking my
Tata are one of the biggest. They're of India. They're an Indian company. They own essentially the biggest fucking cranes and fucking oil tankers in the world. But they own those shitty little tuk-tuks. That's where they started, and now they own Land Rover and Jaguar.
I don't know.
Huh?
Do you know what I always love, Tom, is when you see an ad on telly for Panasonic or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like for Panasonic, the brand, and it'll be like of a CAT scan machine in a hospital. Do you know what I mean? And it's, And it's like, someone getting a mammogram or something, and it comes up like Panasonic Design for Life. And I'm like, hold on a second here, pal. I want to buy a 36-inch telly for under €200. I don't want to buy a fucking... I don't want to buy a fucking MRI machine,
I know, fucking hell. When do you stop it? When do you go, alright lads, we're pushing it here now too much. We were good with diggers, tellies.
Yeah.
And then somebody turns up and goes, listen lads, we need you to make fucking...
We need to go into space.
Yeah. And is there anybody that goes, nah, we're not doing it?
Someone tells me that the boys over in Japan are very like the boys up Airway, you know what I mean? They'll just turn around and go, sure, fuck it, we'll give it a go.
We'll give it a go.
Leave it with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're not going to have too many competitors either tendering for something like that. Sure, you're not, like, I mean, that was your first time tendering for a space program thing. Like, they put it out.
It could very well be our last.
But yeah, but you know what I mean? All the usual lads put their they're all going, sure, yeah, go on, we'll do it for 20 billion. It's all right. And then
what's he in at 20 billion? We do it 19.5.
Yeah, then you get, but then all of a sudden you see fucking schnitty going, we'll do it for maybe 2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get next by going, come here, we'll do it for 1.9, but we'll do it quick.
Yeah. And we're going to need a lot of Galvo band. Have you got a rivet gun we can fucking borrow?
Rest assured, some part of this spacecraft is going into space. I don't know. But we'll kick off the show anyway. new batteries going, and we'll start the show as we always do, Tom.
With our opening bit,
it's just like a back massage at this stage, you know. It just like really just releases all the bad acids in the muscle joints.
All that lactic acid just lets it out. Well, I just prefer to call it badness.
Badness, yeah.
Badness.
Yeah.
Pure badness.
We pick a topic and we lace into it, and we call it Giving Out Yards. I'll feel this one this week, Tom. You're not going to like this, because this is a thing that I don't like, that you very much like.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
You know what I'm going to say.
I know what you're going to say.
This fucking thing right here. These fucking
the e-cigarette. Yeah.
They have got to fucking go.
Do you want me to go back on the fags? Is that what you're saying? You want me to go back on the fags?
Well, here's the thing, alright? These fucking e-cigarettes have become more and more prevalent this past couple of years, alright? And we were talking about diversifying. There doesn't seem to be 2 e-cigarettes in this country that are the same. They all look different.
They're all giving it a go. I made this one myself.
You chipped that together.
This is out of milking machine parts.
That's a bit of an exhaust there.
It's just fucking milking machine parts. It's the bit on the end was meant to do a toothbrush.
What is this, Tom? Who made this? Where'd you get this fucking?
This is a crowd. They are an English company made these.
All right.
And it's just an English crowd, and they have a little motor inside there that boils the liquid, and it breaks down with an exponent of hydrogen left at the end.
Fair enough.
And that's basically what you're getting. I had the shit tested with the sister as a lab down in UCC.
Right.
And she tested, she went, it ain't good for you.
Yeah, of course it's not fucking good for you. It's boiled chemicals.
But it ain't as bad as a fag. She says, how bad it is? She goes, I would rate it at the same as living in London.
You know what I want to tell you, Tom? That's like saying, well, you can fall off a 1-story house. It's not good for you. Better than falling off a 2-story
There you
house.
go. Well, you know what?
I fell on rocks. You know, it's not great. It was better than falling on knives.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So I'm stepping down from fags, but this. Oh, don't get me wrong. I totally agree with you. But the only thing I will say is that I did look at that guy over there. Now he's getting way. There's a guy across the.
There's a guy across the platform.
He's just getting into it too much. Like look at this one. The one I have is like an entry level, and I refuse to go to one. Like that guy looks like Thomas the Tank Engine. There's just like he's got bellowing smoke. My one just produces almost nothing. It's really fucking. It's just enough to kind of go, oh, grand.
Sure, it does,
grand.
Tom. Yeah.
But
come here. This is what I was going to say. Okay, now you made a point there at the start. Do you want me to go back on the fags? No, Tom, you're a grown-ass man. You can do what you want, right? But you're not off the fags. You're on a different fag. Don't pretend that you fucking quit anything.
No, do you know what it is? It's a selfishness on my behalf because I can smoke this in the cinema.
True. No, you can't, Tom.
Yeah, I can.
No, you fucking can't.
Yeah, well,
there's a sign up in every cinema and everywhere.
Yeah, okay. So there's a sign up. Do you know what? Would we have fucking broken free from the fucking British 100 years ago?
If there'd been a sign
If
up.
we read just fucking signs.
If there'd been a sign up.
Sometimes, Gerry,
no rebellion.
You need to be a fucking... I'm at the frontier of something here. I'm sticking 2 fingers up at the Philip Morris fucking... Although Philip Morris probably made this.
Fucking hell, Tom. Yeah,
no, I'm not defending him in any way, Gerry.
1960 all the lads are assembling out at Holt and they're about to march into town and they look up, hang on a wee second, lads. Open rebellion not permitted here or I'll fucking back to the house.
No, I do totally agree with you, and I would love to not use any at all, but there is no doubt that I am utterly addicted to nicotine. And
well, this is it too, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no... I fucking hate these fucking... I fucking hate them. I used to love a good fucking fag. Love them. But when you fucking start coughing your own fucking body parts up through your nose on a Tuesday morning, like after a fucking hard weekend...
It's time to turn to a synthetic fag.
And since then, I haven't coughed any chunks of human up yet. So
that's alright until one day your fucking ankle falls.
Yeah, well, this is it. I'm probably going to get some new fucking invented version of swine flu slash with gout. You know what I mean? And something will fall off or something, you know, but for the minute, yeah.
I gotta tell you, Tom, as far as e-cigs go, okay, there's scales of it here now, and I really feel, this is what got me thinking about this, because I seen a guy with one of these yesterday, and I was like, yeah, what was wrong with that? I seen a guy yesterday with a Nicorette inhaler, the little white thing.
Oh, it looks like a fucking ladies. Yeah, it looks.
It just looks like a tampon. Yeah. It looks like it looks like a Vic.
Yeah.
And that was just that didn't cook up chemicals or anything like that. That was just like a little a little cloth
Yeah.
daubed in nicotine.
That's essentially
plastic, and you sucked it, and there you go. And that was like the genesis of this fucking thing over here.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he was still keeping it going. It's the first one of them I've seen in years. That's a guy that seems to be making a genuine effort to change. The e-cigarettes came along, and they looked like cigarettes. The initial ones looked like cigarettes.
With the light on the end.
The little red lit up at the tip, so your brain could kid yourself that I'm smoking a cigarette and such like. And then all of a sudden, they started to look like fucking lightsabers for
this one is I don't know. I suppose it's short. Like I suppose it's about the length of a pen and it's quite narrow. I don't like. Some of these fucking ones, it looks like you need to fucking...
Yeah, some of them look
like they could have two-stroke fucking engine on the back.
Yeah, some of them, you have a car battery strapped to your back and a wire going down your arm.
Yeah, no, I'm not... And those are the ones, like, they're on a fucking... Like, you see some of the lads, like that guy that was across the corridor there, or across the car park. Holy shit. You never had that much smoke, even when you were smoking fags.
That was something else. But he had one, the guy across the street, he had what... It didn't look... Like, Tom's got a little tube here.
Yeah.
And it's a little silver tube with a little clear thing where you can see the liquid in it. By the way, with the liquid, Tom, what happens if you run out of liquid in town? Are you just fucked?
No, you can get it everywhere now.
You can get it everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. So every place that sold fags sells it.
So you're like Spider-Man. Oh no, shit! I'm out of web fluid. I gotta.
The thing about this is though, it's you know what? Do you know what's a great thing for It would be great if it was only sold in designated places. I would use less of this and probably be off this soon enough. Because it's sold everywhere, you're like, I can fucking get it everywhere. But if you knew that it was only in a shop in town, by fuck you'd make it last. You know yourself when you're coming to the end of anything.
You're like, I gotta stretch this.
Like you know when you're in the cinema and you've eaten all your shit before the fucking trailers really finish.
Exactly, I'm with you,
But you're kind of going, oh fuck, okay, there's 3 Haribo in the middle. I'll leave them. I'll hang on.
That's my third act.
That'd be the same way. I would prefer if this stuff wasn't as readily available.
And can I look at it as a complete novice? Like, if you run out of there, can you walk into? We're outside a Spar here. Could you walk into Spar and they'd have?
Yeah.
And any liquid will fit that thing there.
Yeah. But I don't buy the stuff that comes in from God knows where. I buy the stuff it's made in Wicklow.
Oh, at least it's homegrown.
Yeah, it's homegrown fucking poison. Yeah.
But the guy we seen across the street, he is like a professional e-cig guy.
It's the size of the old mobile phones.
Yeah, it looks for all intents and purposes like a fucking Ribena car.
He's like a fucking toddler with his juice box.
Yeah, it's like a fucking juice box with a wee straw at the top of it, and like it's not even like a button you hold down. It's like a switch. It's like a lever. It's like.
I take no pride in it. I've seen people with these. They have a lanyard and everything like it.
Yeah.
No, I've no pride. I have no pride in it, and I have been using this less and less lately. Like I leave it away from me and won't go at it for a few hours or whatever. So slowly but surely, I am migrating away from this, and I don't have a want for a cigarette anymore.
All right.
An actual, even this, it's not like I've turned fucking totally anti. I know if somebody's smoking a fag, they're smoking a fag. But the smell of fags, I have no want from that anymore. It's like, Jesus.
Really? Because even like myself as a non-smoker, and I don't smoke, and I've never smoked, like, and I'm not advocating smoking. But you're a fucking grown-ass man. You can do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah.
But every now and then, I will say, like, if I just get I don't like sitting in a pub or in the smoking area pub and everybody's smoking and it's all around you. But there's just, like, the right amount that if you're walking down the street and there's someone just the right distance
I get that. Yeah.
And you just get that little waft into you and you go, oh, shit, yeah, that's not bad.
I get that from cigars. If I smelled somebody, or a pipe, if I smelled somebody smoking a cigar, especially, and you know it's a decent enough, nice like a Hamlet or something like that, and it's from the right distance.
Just when it gets you right.
And you're like, oh, yeah, that'd be nice with no whiskey. But do you know what? I should have come off the fags just wholesale.
Cold turkey.
The time I went to Vegas one time, and we had to stop over. Jesus Christ! Do you know what? We could just do this whole podcast on a spectacle of fucking parking. Mother of Jesus Christ! There's a woman in an old starlet beside me here, and she's not an old lady or anything, but she's after hogging 2 spaces, and these spaces are actually quite big spaces.
Well, you want to make sure no one dings your 95 starlet.
Oh, fuck me! I mean, they are a good car, like to stay going, but Jesus Christ!
Well, that car, we got people listening to this podcast ain't as old as that car.
But like I was saying, we had to stop over in Atlanta.
Fair
and
enough.
Myself and one of the lads said, we're fucking gasping for a cigarette. Huge fucking airport. There was no getting to the outside.
Right, okay, yeah.
So I said it to the guy at the bar, I was like, is there a smoking area around here? He said, oh yeah, shoot up there, there's a smoking room up there. I don't know what constitutes as a smoking room or what law is smoking rooms at the time in America. Because here, if you were to, when the smoking ban came in, guys got very inventive. They built fucking outbuildings. They dropped off the last block before the wall plate, so they had,
patio heater market sword.
It just, you know what I mean? They actually had been. This had no ventilation.
Oh, it was just a room.
It was just a room with 30 people horsing into fags inside. It was the most disgusting environment I've ever been in. I've never. And I worked in a fucking pig farm for 4 years.
The walls of that place would be sticky, hey?
Oh, man. It was... You could actually peel the shit off with a paint scraper off the wall. It was beyond... Like, you didn't need to spark up a fag. You could just walk in there with your mouth open and just wander around for 30 seconds and walk back out. You didn't even need to do that. Your pores and your hair were going to take on enough nicotine for a couple of days. It was just horrific.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, absolutely fucking horrific.
So you would have got off the fags there, but instead you turned to the dark side.
The thing was, I was going to Vegas, Gerry, and Jesus Christ, like the boozing and the smoking effect. They don't. It's the one place on the planet I've ever gone to where they're like, absolutely.
Yes.
There's no question you can't ask, and they won't go, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Really. So I can murder a dwarf? Yeah.
I can just sit here thumping myself in the face. Knocks about.
Whatever you want to do, sir. Whatever you want to do. And if you want to tip me too, that'd be great. That'd be great. But yeah, I wholeheartedly do agree with you. I have feelings, but I totally agree with you on the fucking
the e-cig
thing.
They gotta go.
They're
sick of the sight of them.
Yeah, there's nothing. I understand they're not cool. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. I mean, like, it's one thing, like, cigarettes, say what you want about them, they have this sort of mystique and this cool and this sexiness. Yeah,
if you enjoyed an 80s fucking movie, you enjoyed the idea of a cigarette.
John McClane down to his last 2 cigarettes.
I mean,
John McClane just taking a rip off a little fucking space harmonica.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have fucking done the biz. But I do see it kind of going. There's a borderline where it could go a little bit crazy because if you think about it, like, you saw that, what's that movie with Tom Cruise and Colin Farrell? What was that one? Minority Report.
All right, yeah.
Wasn't he hooked to some gear in that?
He had like a little...
But that was the beginnings of an e-cigarette and it was crack or something in it.
It was like a crack aerosol
these
sort of
things
thing.
aren't a million miles away from fucking meth.
Fuck no.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
all you gotta do is kind of...
It's cooking its own shit. You don't need a spoon, Gerry. You don't need a spoon. This fucking thing has its own built-in spoon.
All we need is like liquid meth, which I believe is actually a thing.
I would imagine prior to crystallization, I'm pretty sure you could water it down a bit and fucking into one of these, like.
They gotta go. That's my fucking giving out yards this week. I'm sorry if you listen to this and you smoke an e-cigarette, but like, you look silly.
Yeah. Is that
you look silly. You look like a silly person.
You look silly. All right, we have.
All right, let's go. Let's tip on.
Yeah, we'll horse.
Do the smoke after that.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. Yeah, it's good to get that out of you.
Thanks for the coffee, by the way.
No, don't worry about it. It's all very good.
Nice.
I'm here giving out to you, but you can't quit the nicotine. You want to see me? You want to see me without caffeine for like
all the other teens?
I'm like, no, fuck no. I'd be like, just like eating those Lucozade tablets.
How many coffees do you go through a day?
Per day, I wouldn't drink 3.
Right, and when you were working in hardware, did you drink a lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would drink a fucking pot of coffee. I brought in a coffee machine from home. Yeah, the missus bought me a coffee machine and then we got an espresso. So the old coffee machine, the filter coffee machine, I brought that into work. And nobody else drank coffee, so I would just make a pot in the morning, a whole pot, 1.5 litres, and drink the whole thing.
I think those Aldi pods have fucked an espresso machine.
You know what? I always try and cod myself that, it's the same and I like it and all this, but really, no, it's not.
When you get an espresso one again, then after you're like, okay, yeah, there's a reason for this.
Yeah, when it's your birthday and you spend
and where would you order them online or would you fucking brave Brown Thomas?
I wouldn't make it my business to go to get them, but if I was in town walking past Brown Thomas, I'd say, you know what, I'll treat myself to the nice coffee.
But it's some dose walking through Brown Thomas though, isn't it?
They have an espresso
shop,
specific shop.
After opening up on Dawson Street,
and that's the one that I would go to.
Okay, all right. Well, I haven't gone to it, but apparently they give out free fucking coffee.
They do if you're there like, I think I might buy a machine, not like clearly have a machine and I'm looking for pods or...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, I tell you one thing, fucking coffee machines are dangerous in their own fucking right. A mate of mine just this morning popped over to me, he was like, why didn't I show you this shit? So he bought one of those Tassimo fucking things, because he didn't want to go and buy an espresso.
Fair enough.
Got the Costa ones, thinking this is the bee's knees. Fucking thing blew up. Oh no! The fucking pod blew the fucking top off it. It essentially created their own, like the pressure vessels that you'd get plumbers when you have the big fucking, you have a big heating system in your house, like underfloor heating. You'll see those bulbous for anybody. Yeah. You'll see those kind of bulbous little mini tanks.
It's like a little big red flask.
Yeah. Well, that essentially, it turned into that and blew the fucking top off his Tassimo.
Suppose like a coffee maker is basically just like a little pressure cooker.
That's exactly what it is. It's going, see how much we can drive into this thing. That we got, these little pods that we got made in Indonesia.
Yeah, by a tiny child. And there we go.
That's exactly it. We'll clip on, Gerry.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be wasting anybody's time.
Although I don't think we're wasting anybody's time saying beware Tassie machines.
And yeah, exactly.
Let's rock and roll, Tom.
Yeah, the bit that we are one that we brought over, and people still enjoy it, and I feel it's fresh in the memory anyway, because there's always good gigs.
There's always
good gigs. There's always bad gigs, but nobody wants to hear about the good gigs.
No.
How do you describe a good gig? It was great. Everybody laughed.
I felt like a rock star.
That's it.
It really gave me a lift. Set me up for the week.
I mean, if you went into the same description of a good gig as we do as a bad gig, you would sound like one smug fuck.
People would call us assholes.
Yeah.
They wouldn't listen to it.
No, they wouldn't fucking listen
wouldn't
to
care.
it. No. So we'll clip straight on to our next bit.
Which we call?
Worst gig ever.
Hit me, Tom. What have you got for me this week?
This is easy. I don't know if it's the worst gig ever, but it's you know what? You hope for gigs. I'm going through a run at the minute, actually, Gerry, and I'm not blaming myself here because no comedian does. No, I would take it on the fucking chin if I was trying new shit out or something.
And it wasn't flying.
Or if I was just in a funk or something. But I was feeling, up until about 3 weeks ago, like my stuff was going fucking good. Even some of the new stuff, okay, some of it was a bit fucking questionable, needs a bit of fucking work. That's
why it's new stuff.
That's why it's new stuff.
It might not get to be old stuff.
But I've done a run of like fucking 5 gigs in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and fucking 5. All of them have been a bit shit. But they've been shit lineups. Or not shit lineups. All the lineups have been fine. But everybody's been kind
of... That's half our audience there.
No, what it is just a fucking... Like I did one a couple of weeks ago, and it was a beautiful theatre, 210-seater. 60 people showed up. You know what 60 people looks like in a 200-seater when they all want to sit at the fucking back?
It looks like an empty theatre.
Yeah, and the one guy that sits down the front looks like the old guy from Up. I swear to God. And do you know who he turned out to be? Mundy's dad.
No shit.
Yeah, so he was a funky fucker, but that's not even the worst one. It was 2 Fridays ago I did a gig. And I won't plow into it because it might be fresh in the memory for some people or whatever. But it was in South Dublin, nice area.
Sweet.
It was a nice looking bar that had a function room onto the side of it. All the ingredients were there, realistically.
This is all lining up. A function room to the side is a lot better than it's just in the middle.
No. This was actually a function room. These people knew what they were doing. The venue knew what they were doing. I'm not sure the promoter knew exactly what he was doing though. He was a little drunk.
Well,
yeah.
We all get a little drunk sometimes.
Hey, but the only thing I will say about getting drunk at work is it's fun for you, not for everybody else.
That is the thing. I mean, like, I gotta tell you,
that guy just fucking ploughed his fucking Jeep just off the curb.
Look at this guy here.
He doesn't mess around.
He's having worst parking ever, am I right?
Oh, am I right?
Here's the thing, Tom, right? I don't drink when I'm doing gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Because, number one, I can't drink at the best of times. And when you're up doing a gig, you're doing public speaking. You got to talk, right? And if I get drunk, I start to scream.
And what bit of respect you're trying to garner?
Yeah, it's
completely out the fucking window if you're half fucking pissed.
I trip over my words and such like, so that's all right. Some people can't get up on stage.
You're a fine singer, though. You're a fine singer when you're drunk.
Oh, nobody can deny that, Tom.
No, I've witnessed this.
Some people won't get up on a stage without a drink because they feel it greases the wheels. And...
Yeah.
So who's to say who's right?
This is it.
I'm to say it. I'm right.
And, I'm backing McBride here on that one. But no, there's like that. We've talked about this before. There's a handful of things that are needed. Just attention. That's all you need is attention. Things need to fucking function relatively well. If you're going to kick it off on the time you're going to kick it off and all the rest of it.
That's a big thing,
Oh,
Tom.
mother of Jesus.
That's a big thing. Kicking off at time is a big thing for me.
But
See, like, if you wouldn't go to the cinema and it was start at 9 o'clock, and around about 10:30, the guys in the cinema were just like, we're going to go now in 10 minutes. When it fills up another wee bit.
That's exactly it. It's fucking greed, essentially, is what it is. So we're talking. There was about 25 people in. It was a new night. You know what I mean? They're only open a couple of weeks, so you're thinking this is all right, fair enough. But what they were doing was they were overcomplicating this fucking issue. They were going 1 free pint if you buy 2 pizzas and there's 2 people buying tickets. Oh, it was just, they had some combo going on that a fucking Stephen Hawkins couldn't fucking work out.
This is why I don't buy a bucket of chicken at KFC.
Yeah.
It sounds like a good deal.
Nobody's winning bar KFC out of that.
Does it have gravy or a drink? No, it doesn't. Right. Okay. Well, how about I get... No, shit. How about I get 3... No, fuck it. No.
That's like I was in fucking Subway the other day. No, I'm not... Like, it was a fast fix. Subway tends to taste like nothing at all. But I went in there and the guy was like, hey, for the next, euro, do you want to make it a meal? And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's make it a meal. So I pick up my fucking bottle of water and I go to grab a packet of Doritos. He goes, oh no, they're extra. I went, hold the fuck on. Well, so making it a meal is me just buying a euro bottle of fucking water anyway. He was like, yes.
So what made it a meal? What
a bottle of water.
That was it?
That was what fucking made it a meal.
For an extra pound?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So anyway, plowing ahead with this fucking scenario I get, and the fucking signs aren't good. Your man's got fucking talking with him and he's breaking up with the missus. He's like, no, we're going to kick it off here. I'm hoping that I'm going on first because I want to get the fuck away from this scenario. But he doesn't understand. There's a newer act on as well as the headline act who'd be doing it longer than me.
Right.
So normally in that scenario, Gerry, you sandwich. You put the newer act on in between.
Yes.
Takes the heat away. He didn't kind of grasp that.
Good act. Untested act. Good act.
Exactly. It's a safe bet. You know both sides of the fucking building are going to be shored up, even if the fucking joists in the middle are rotten a small bit, or if they're a bit fucking green.
to put a building analogy.
Right, we haven't put one in the whole thing. We talked about diggers at the beginning, and then all of a sudden we got off with that.
I love like the idea that might be someone at home listening to this going like, I'm not following you, lads. And then Tom goes, it's like if the joists in the middle are rotten. He goes, yeah, I got you.
I got you.
Back on track.
Right. But But no, that was the way. Why he didn't want to run it. Guys are stuffing their face with pizzas. It was just fucking bizarre. And he sticks this act on, and it's not like it's what you'd imagine an act would be like. Who's doing a good impression of an act, which is what most of us are doing when you're only like
if when you're like 2-3 weeks ahead of it,
when you're only doing this a couple of months. But essentially, all you're doing is fucking winging it for the best part. I mean, there's nights anyway. Still, we're fucking winging it. But you're
doing your best.
Yeah, you're doing. But Jesus, so that's fucking. So he says, "Look, I'll do 15 tops. Get him going," which is the normal stuff you hear out of an MC. I'll bring on the first act.
Sweet.
If it's needed, I'll do 2 minutes to get it, whatever's, and I'll bring you on. He goes up and has a 45-minute fucking argument with 2 guys in the front row.
Fuck me!
And I had made the mistake, Gerry, of sitting in the back of the room.
Right.
Rather than sitting outside the room or waiting till my name was fucking called.
So you had
So now I'm trapped.
Fuck me.
Yeah, now I'm fucking trapped. I'm thinking, alright.
I can't be doing with this.
The fucking hell, there's lads just fucking... Oh, there's people, and I can actually see through into the main bar area, and there's like a gang of fucking lads. And they're looking around. I could see through because it's kind of a glass partition bit.
Yeah.
And I knew, I says, you fucking bastards, you're coming in here, aren't you?
Right.
They were fucking locked.
I hate that. I hate when you can fucking see these train wrecks coming.
Oh, and the first act, it wasn't going well.
It's like they were waiting to get shot.
But if it's not going well, you tend to have the mental maturity to go, I'll just drop a pin in this here and make everybody happy with a laugh and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No. This act was following through on the time that they were allotted. 20 minutes, which is, trust me.
20 minutes?
You don't have 20 minutes after 2 years. You don't. You think you do.
It took me like
fucking
2
don't.
fucking years for someone to ask me to do 20 minutes.
You don't. But this has been an accelerated fucking... Anyway, as it was plowing along, I'm sitting at the back just fucking biting my knuckles because I've got to sit through this fucking horror show because I can't go out. If I was to walk out, I'm walking right beside the stage. Just like, hey, how are you? Walking back out.
Oh.
And he says to me, he comes back down, he says, sure, look, we'll plough ahead anyway, and He says, I'll just bring you straight on. I went, okay, cool.
Beautiful.
All right,
Gladly.
yeah, lovely. He says, how long do you want to do? I said, man, I don't actually want to do any fucking time.
Yeah, I would like to do no minutes, please.
Oh, so we get up to gets up, this act finishes up, he goes up. Everybody stands up and decides they're off for a piss.
Oh.
So there is a fucking break happening now. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Gives the lads the perfect opportunity to saunter in.
Ugh.
So now the boys are coming. The lads have decided they don't want to pay. He's having an argument with these fuckers at the door. It just turns into a shit show.
Could I just say one thing right here, Tom?
Yeah.
This is fucking typical South Dublin.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
But I'll be honest, no, these weren't typical South Dubliners. There was a mixture of everybody, but it was like somebody had given them all free drinks.
Fucking entitled. Go on.
Here's the flip. There was entitled people, but there was also, lads who think they're the next Conor McGregor sitting in there also. There was just a fucking weird vibe. But
you mean pricks?
Yeah. But you see, there wasn't there was no lasso put in the fucking room.
I gotta tell you, it sounds like a real fucking sausage party, Tom. Was there no girls?
There was a few ladies in inverted commas that were, But yeah, it was pretty much a major sausage fest. And then this guy walks in. You know when you look at somebody, you're like, man, this is only 9:45, and you're this fucked up. And he's there, his missus is holding him up. They saunter on in. The show kicks back off. I'll do 10, Tom, tops. I went, why even do 10? Do 5. Bring me fucking on. Do nothing.
Here's your next act.
I will go up on stage myself and just fucking start.
I'll go up with you.
28 minutes fucking later, I finally get onto the fucking stage, and it's just... At that stage, people have now been sitting there, Gerry, for over an hour and a half. An hour and a half. And...
With very few laughs.
And a lot of fucking shouting and bizarreness going on. At this stage, it's a free-for-all. They're just walking past the fucking stage now when they want to take a piss. They're just fucking drinking, getting a pint. A guy actually ordered a fucking pizza in. Went out, brought it. Oh, mother of G. I finally get onto the fucking stage. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You see, Tom, this isn't like a worst gig ever where you show up and for 10 minutes you die on your hole and it's horrible. This is just a terrible fucking night.
I can see you're uncomfortable by the entire thing. Like, that's the embodiment of this. It was just terrible from beginning to end when it could have been grand. A couple of fucking rules could have been applied.
Couple of tweaks left and right.
Could have been fucking grand. It was just... And a guy started fucking shouting at me then. I'm going, dude, what the fuck are you even saying?
Yeah.
He's annoying everybody else. They start shouting at him. Next thing I'm shouting at... It just was an utter shit show. My 20-minute set, I dropped the fucking mic at 12 minutes.
Beautiful.
And got the fuck out of there.
Get the fuck on. I tell you, Tom.
You meet a guy at the door then, he's coming back in. He's like, where are you going, Tom? As if this is a fucking living room, a fucking house party I'm at. Where are you going, Tom? Like, get the fuck...
This reminds me of a couple of gigs, like, not to hijack the worst gig ever, because God knows I have enough of my own to talk about. But there was a technique that I used to use that if I knew it was going to be a horrible night, and you get to a point where you can tell,
Yeah.
You'd say to the guy running it, what time are you kicking off at? And he'd say, well, we're kicking off about 9:30. Okay, what time do you need me on it? He'd say about 10:30.
Yeah.
And I'd say, right, okay, 10:30. I'll show up at 10:20. And that way I can avoid an hour of just uncomfortableness and all this kind of thing.
You're so right.
And then you land at 10:20. And the fucking thing hasn't even kicked off yet.
Yeah, I'm saving... Well,
I could have been at home for another hour.
In fairness, last night's gig, I'll save that for... Well, it's not really. It's just a fucking embodiment of another bit of a fuck-up of a thing that could have been class. But that was last night's gig's fucking problem. But it wasn't worst gig ever. But this fucking thing continued. Then I meet this prick outside the door who's been shouting at me for the fucking opening 5 minutes who went outside for a smoke. And he's like... He's justifying it by going... I just wanted to throw in a few words there, you know what I mean? Help you out. Help you out.
You just love to break his fucking
yeah, because that's what you do. You're a comedy fucking coach, is it?
Yeah.
That's what you spend your fucking days doing. Is
you
just
wanted to throw in a few words. Well, cheers,
guys.
pal. Can I give you a job? Can you follow me around from gig to gig? You can't.
Oh, what an absolute fucking prick.
You get people like that that meet you after the gig, after they've heckled the shit out of you the whole time, and they meet you after the gig and go, yeah, I was only messing.
Yeah, well, it's like you were going to fucking high-five him and say thanks very much, because I really needed that dig out.
I did that one time. I was coming off stage and there was this prick. He was an English guy. And he'd been heckling, not just me.
Not just because he's English, but he was just a genuine prick anyway, like.
Yeah, I don't know why I mentioned he was English. It really adds nothing to the story.
It kind of does.
But Any rate, he'd been fucking giving me this the whole fucking gig, right?
Yeah.
And not only him, right? His pals were all douchebags as well. And not just me, they were just jawing the whole act through. And as I was emceeing, as I was coming off the stage, thank you very much, everybody, good night, safe home, whatever. And I was getting off the stage, and he puts his hand up to high-five me as I walk by him.
Oh.
And I just stopped, and I goes, you can stick that up your hole, you fucking cunt.
Good.
Right?
Good.
And he follows me out. He was drunk, he follows me out. And he wasn't, like, combative or going to throw a thump or anything like this, because he was just sap, like, you know?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, wasn't it? That was a bit harsh, wasn't it? I goes, no, I'll tell you what was a bit harsh, prick. You fucking jawing the whole way through. He goes, oh, that's what comedy is. I goes, don't you fucking tell me what comedy is, you drunk cunt. Why don't you fuck off and don't deny me?
That's
and I gave
nice.
him and he was just there, like, dumbfounded that I was talking back to him like this. Like, he thought, oh, we're pals. We just had a great night there. I was shouting shit at you. You were saying it back to me. We were having a great time. I just said, no, you know what you're being an absolute cunt.
Well, you see, most lads you see, like, that are doing that shit, they've probably only been to maybe 3 comedy nights in their whole fucking life, and they've gotten away with that those 3 fucking times. Try doing that 3 times a week for 5 years. Try doing that 3 times. You're going to get the living shit knocked out of you. That's what's going to fucking happen. Now,
God.
Thankfully, that shit is... But this was... It wasn't so much...
I like to think, Tom, now we're both over 30. Our days of knocking the shit out of lads are behind us, I think.
Yeah, it truly is.
You know,
yeah.
It was a time we would have solved our problems with a good hard thump.
Yeah. Now you have to think about... Jesus Christ, I might have to go for a mortgage one day. This is going to work out.
Yeah. I can't find it. Yeah, no. I
might want to travel to the States maybe sometimes. And now I've got a criminal record for fucking...
Yeah.
Possibly get my own head kicked in.
Why is it that you can never leave the country again, can never get a loan, can never get a mortgage? Well, this guy...
Listen to the pod. Would you listen to our podcast and it'll explain everything? Yeah.
SO2EO3. It's all there.
Well, that's it. Before I depress anybody any further, it was a fucking ugly gig from beginning to end. It was just fucking ugly.
Some gigs are bad that you can tell a funny story.
No,
about
there was no.
And some gigs are just.
I'm
bad
sorry
just,
if that brought anybody down. That was just It was fucking miserable.
It's an ache in your bones.
Do you know? Did you ever eat? You know when you eat, like, take fucking Subway for instance. It's just matter. You know when you bite into something like those fucking sausage rolls you get at the deli that taste of nothing unless you use ketchup.
Yes, it's just a substance.
You feel nothing afterwards, other than maybe a little bit of shame. Do you know that kind of... That's what that gig was. It was just matter. Ugh. It was just... you're just...
On this canvas a masterpiece could have been painted.
Yeah, exactly. And you just... All of you fuckos just reaffirmed what I thought when I walked in here right at the beginning.
The more you actually, Tom, not to jump in you, but the more you talk about that gig, I think I know that gig, and I think I did that gig, and I think my experience wasn't that far off your own. So
I talked to two guys last night at 2 different gigs, and both of them had done that fucking gig, and that's exactly how it fucking came about. That's almost fucking word for word.
Yeah, I know it.
That's exactly what fucking happened.
It's exact same
so
thing.
you're bringing people... you're bringing people in, and they're fucking eating a sloppy pizza, and they're fucking pissed drunk. You know, unless you have a good fucking system set up, you know, where you have a badass MC.
Kill it, Tom.
And you have it, but that's it. I'm sticking a fucking fork in that one.
We move on to pastures new.
Yeah, brighter
pastures. This is the new closing segment of the show.
Yeah.
And, you know, people had said that we were, like, overly negative, and I don't think how anybody who's listened to the first half hour of this podcast could possibly agree with that.
I don't think we're overly negative, though, are we?
I think we're the amount of negative this country needs.
It's validated, the negativity. I mean, we can get it fucking too excited and ahead of ourselves here, like, you know, just bring it fucking back a bit. Like.
Yeah, we're not giving out about puppies or the zoo here. We're just... No. You know, this needs to be said.
No, it does need to be said. So, you know, but we
pull it back in the wood.
We're all right, fellas. We do. Yeah. There are things we do like, and
not just things like giving out. So I don't think we're pulling the wool over you there and say, oh, we love giving out and we love UFC and we love whiskey and cigars. Not the case. There's some shit that we like that honestly you wouldn't think it for a pair of fucking rednecks like us.
You wouldn't think it.
That's why we call this segment "You Wouldn't Think We'd Like That." And Tom, you're going to feel this one now, aren't you?
Yeah. And I was. Do you know what? And it only dawned on me. I know we were talking during the week, but actually yesterday evening we were actually. It may seem a little sad, but hey, fuck it. Some people are into some fucking things. But myself and Gerry yesterday, and this is a thing you definitely would know that we like. We were actually talking about plaster slabs yesterday.
Yes, indeed.
I got very excited, to be honest.
I got something coming down the line, and plaster slabs is going to blow your fucking mind.
To be honest with you, I was tempted to give you a ring. We were messaging each other back and forth, and you were sending, you know, specs on plaster slabs and stuff like that. And I was actually going to go. I've got enough to say on this that I don't. I don't want to type it. I think I should. And I had to catch a hold of myself and go, wow,
we're getting
really excited about plastic slabs.
We were getting fucking erotic about plastic
But
slabs.
it started me thinking then, what do I like? And I was actually, what do I like that actually, fucking gets...
Yeah, because people listening to this will go, plaster slabs. Yeah, that fits. That fits.
I'll tell you what I like, Gerry. I like Tupperware.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know this until probably last week.
I didn't know this till right fucking now.
I didn't know this. I honestly...
Tupperware.
Herself pulled me up on it. She's like, Jesus Christ, you actually really, really like Tupperware. I went, no, I fucking don't. She went, yeah, yes, you fucking do.
Elaborate.
We happened to be in a fucking shop that had Tupperware, and it was good quality shit.
Was this a Tupperware shop?
It wasn't a Tupperware shop, no. What the fuck was it? It was a bit of everything. It was like Home Store and More, one of these. I think I was getting a fucking front door mat or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
The piece of shit I bought from fucking B&Q is pretty much, it's balding worse than a fucking, a really balding person. It's
save it for giving out yards next week, Tom. Fucking mats, come on.
Yeah, mats. But wait, you have to get. I was picking up this thing. It was actually for fucking cereal. Do you know, it keeps your cereal fresh and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to get a whole fucking nest of these things. I started looking through them, the specs on them and stuff. And it was at that point, this apparently isn't the first time. I was doing this unbeknownst to myself. I get quite excited about fucking leftover food. She has this habit of wrapping it in fucking tinfoil, which is absolutely... you might as well wrap it in cats.
Yours might just leave it on the table.
Yeah. But it's a thing passed on from the mothers, and all the rest of it. But I said, look, I've been fucking putting away stuff. Like, I made a soup a couple of weeks ago for the first time in my life. Actually made, and I'm not talking about made it, poured it out of a fucking... I actually made a fucking soup. And it was edible to the point, but I'd nothing to fucking put it into. And I just started... I went up the road and purposely bought fucking Tupperware, loaded it into the fucking thing. I felt like fucking Jamie Oliver. I swear to God. It was almost like a sense of... did you ever see fucking Monuments Men? It was a movie with a load of a big cast.
I know, it's like World War II, isn't it?
Based on loosely based on a true story where these lads, they were too old for fucking frightening frontline, so they were tasked with a job of going and saving all the best monuments that the Nazis had fucking...
Fair enough.
And that's what I kind of feel like. I feel like I've got 3 sausages here left over.
I'm going to put them in a...
I'm going to put them in a fucking piece of Tupperware.
And now, Tom, the Tupperware, like...
There are different grades, Gerry. You can get those shit ones that crack under freezer, or you can get the fucking good ones. And you may as well go with the fucking good ones.
Are you talking about the ones with the lids that you just press down, or the ones with the clips on the side?
Yeah, it's clips on the side. You gotta go clips on the side.
And
you gotta make sure it's got a good gasket on it too.
Yes.
Because you're fucking wasting your time.
The little rubber seal.
This is the thing. This is like finding out. You're like, Jesus Christ, I do. It's like finding out something deep about yourself. I didn't realise how much I fucking knew and fucking wanted to know about fucking Tupperware. It has to have a good fucking gasket on it. You get those 4 little clips around the fucking edges.
All the way side,
and you can fucking... See, I think, and this is where I'm going to try and man it up for my own fucking piece, I think I'm thinking Apocalypse.
Right, so
that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping this is. Or maybe I am just a,
I'm gonna put myself in your shoes here.
I'm just a twinkle toes fucking loving,
I'm gonna put myself in your shoes here, okay, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, watch the transformation happen. I am now Tom. All right, so
it's uncanny.
I've got my soup.
Yeah.
I've got my Tupperware box. What do you call them?
It's a tub, Gerry. Jesus
a tub,
Christ,
okay.
come on.
You got your Tupperware tub, and it's got the little clips on the side.
Yeah.
So I am you doing this.
Yeah.
Stop me if I'm wrong, okay? I put my soup into it.
Yeah.
I clip it down.
Yeah.
And then I turn it upside down to see does it leak.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's it.
And when it doesn't leak, I am happy.
I'm a success. I am a success. Like, I made the fucking thing. I don't know, and it's...
Oh, look at that. It's like sealed. I was like, look at that.
Yeah, it's... But I don't know what it is.
Call the missus in to come look.
I had no idea. This isn't something that I knew. That's the thing. I didn't know this up until a week ago. I'm fucking mad for fucking Tupperware.
Honestly, you know what? The more I think, like, we've got like a fair share of Tupperware at home. Like, what it would be is you'd buy a set of 8 or something
of course,
like that.
yeah.
And you'd take the 2 big lunch boxes out of it, You fuck the rest out.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah.
Little boxes, like little pencil cases of things about the size of your phone for what? For what? For what, Tom?
I'd lie.
5 carrot sticks.
I'd lie if I said I didn't have something to go in it. I swear to God, I was fucking, you know, fucking good old, value fucking superstores like Aldi and Lidl.
Yes.
They do great deals on ducks. On duck.
Oh, okay, right, not on...
Have you oven done a fucking duck before, Gerry?
I'm not a big duck man, but go on.
It basically turns into a third the size of the fucking animal that you thought it was.
Right, exactly.
It's mostly made up of fat.
Right, and that all disappears. Yes.
But the good housekeeper that I am, I knew I was making roast potatoes.
So you saved the duck fat.
Save the fucking duck fat,
What'd
Gerry.
you save it in?
I saved it in my tiny Tupperware. I was fucking so happy. I was so fucking happy. I'm achieving nothing, I know. But I was so fucking happy. I'm like, this is what I was fucking... I could sell this shit. I could sell this shit and sell it fucking well. I'm a believer.
Okay.
I'm a believer in fucking Tupperware.
Are you one of these guys likes to give everything in mint condition? Anybody that collects or curates
No. That's what's even fucking weirder. I'm not. A thing could go in shit and I don't give a fuck once I've used it. I don't know. This is completely out of left field for me. I don't give 2 fucks about anything.
No, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with me with lunchboxes and things like this. Did you ever throw your lunchbox in the dishwasher? And also in the dishwasher is like plates that had a big
curry or something.
Big thing has to be like a lasagna or a spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah.
And you turn on the dishwasher and you come out and now all your Tupperware is now pink.
Oh,
you know that kind of
thing. I have fucked out Tupperware as a result.
You've thrown it out.
Yeah,
you see, I personally don't give a shit, and I just keep using it. But I take it you're like, no, that's spoiled now.
It was the fucking look of it. You're looking at it, like, it's got that orangey, pinky fucking colour of it. Oh no, I just fucking lost the fucking temper one day and fucked out a load of it, and I can
see you can have a row with the missus over her spoiling your good Tupperware. This bullshit.
I'd say it could go that way. Now that I'm fucking... See, the thing is, I said, I didn't know this about myself. And now that I'm fucking... And I'm unashamed, Gerry. I don't care who... Obviously, I don't care who knows.
You obviously don't care who knows it. Did you end up buying the thing for your cereal to keep your cereal fresh?
Yep.
We got something like that.
Yeah.
Well, the fucking box the cereal comes in, Tom.
Fuck the box. No, and I tell you something else about those fucking boxes that the cereals... Have you seen how fucking lazy so many of them gone now? Once upon a time, you had, you know, at the top, you can clip it back over across.
Right.
Well, now, heaven forbid that the fucking slot stamping process was costing a lot of fucking money for Kellogg's to fucking do.
They don't even bother doing that.
They don't. They just do some fucking weird dicky-bow shit at the top now, like, and it doesn't fucking work.
Here's what you do, Tom. You get these little, they're like little clothes peg things for cereal. You know the things that you snap them across?
Yeah, the same people who make Tupperware, Gerry, make those things. You are essentially making your own Tupperware by buying that fucking thing.
So you'd be as well buy
the fucking yoke. Buy the fucking yoke. Looks neat and tidy. Not a big fucking stupid box with some GA fucking jersey token on the fucking back of it. Buy the fucking tub. Have some fucking pride. Tidy up the fucking thing. Just nice. You might want to take it on the go with you somewhere. You have a nice fucking tidy fucking tub.
I'm going to amplify this one more bit, okay? I think this could blow your fucking head off here if you love fucking Tupperware so much, which you clearly do. If you love Tupperware so much, how do you then feel about Kilner jars?
The yolks with the fucking band and the fucking
top. The band and the big orange band and the clamp and the clip.
I have no fucking use for them.
No,
I don't. I
thought they'd be like real fancy.
No, this is it. I don't give a fuck what they actually realistically look like. I mean, the Kilner jars make no sense to me. When the fuck am I going to make Piccalilli? Do you know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? When the fuck am I going to?
Fucking soon by the sounds of this.
No, I don't have that much fucking time in my hands, and I think that's what fucking Tupperware does. It's like, all right, I fancy having them fucking rashers in 2 days' time. But we all know the fucking, heaven forbid, that peel reseal shit would ever fucking work.
That peel and reseal is the bane of my fucking life. Peel and reseal my hole.
We could have a whole fucking podcast on peel and reseal. Like,
no, it's just peel and then it lies open.
A fucking peel would be one thing, but
It's not peeling real seal. It's fucking tear and leave sitting there.
Have you seen? You've gotten those fucking Saturday or Sunday mornings where you figure, I'm going to have a nice relaxing breakfast here, and you go to open the rashers and the tab breaks off in your fucking hand.
Oh my god!
But you know the way rashers will go they'll go a bit crusty.
Yeah,
they'll go a bit dry.
They get that kind of.
Put that shit in a fucking Tupperware jar. Tupperware tub.
Remains moist.
Remains fucking moist. So Kilner jars mean nothing to me. They're for fucking women who want to put fucking potpourri into it, not to get sexist or anything. But what the fuck, like? You can't fucking lob it. You know what I mean? They're going to break at some stage. Just go with the fucking Tupperware. Get good gear, you'll have it for fucking life.
You can drop Tupperware. You can't fucking drop a Kilner jar.
No, I'm telling you, you won't be fucking sorry. Get good fucking Tupperware. You can put shit into it.
Oh my god, that should be the slogan for it.
That's it.
Get Tupperware, you can put shit into it.
I said that from the heart too. I didn't think about that phrase. I actually said that from the heart. Wow. Jesus Christ.
God.
I'm going to become obsessed. I'm going to become obsessed now.
Well, Tom, I did not know you like that.
Yep, there you go.
There you go. And that's, I don't know, I'm all laughed out here. I don't know about you guys.
Yep.
That's it. That's SO2E03 as we called it. The Tupperware incident. We're going to tip on now. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to follow us both on Twister?
Go for it.
We can go with Game of Twister. Follow us on Twitter. You can get me at Gerry McBride.
At Tom_Mahony.
And you can get the whole show at what are we again?
Tom and Gerry Show.
At Tom and Gerry Show, yes. A&D, not an ampersand. And thank you very much. Share it, like it, subscribe, catch us on SoundCloud, catch us on iTunes, and we'll catch you again down the road.
Good luck!
Good luck!